In the quiet suburbs of Brookridge, Georgia, lived a man named Aaron Miles. A soft-spoken engineer known for fixing things no one else could. His home sat at the bottom of a gentle slope, a beautiful spot, but one with a problem no one wanted to acknowledge. Every year when the storms rolled in, water from the entire neighborhood collected behind Aaron's backyard. Most days it was harmless, just puddles and soggy grass. But one summer, after 2 days of non-stop rain, the water came rushing in like a river. It destroyed Aaron's shed, flooded his basement, and left mud everywhere. When he asked the Homeowners Association, HOA, for help, they brushed him off. "Stormwater issues are your responsibility," the board president told him. "But this is coming from everyone's property," Aaron argued. "Not our problem," she repeated. Unmoved. So Aaron did what he always did, he found a solution. Using his engineering skills, he built a modest, sturdy dam along the back of his property. It wasn't tall. It wasn't expensive, and it wasn't dangerous. It simply redirected the stormwater safely toward a natural drainage path. When the next storm hit, it worked perfectly. For the first time in years. No water entered his yard. But the HOA noticed, and they weren't pleased. A week later, Aaron received a letter. "You are in violation of HOA Code 14B. Unauthorized structural changes to property borders. The fine? $50,000. $50,000 for building something that protected not only his home, but the neighborhood." Aaron called an emergency meeting. He showed photos, diagrams, even geological reports he paid for out of pocket. "If you force me to tear down that dam, the whole neighborhood will be at risk," he explained. "A major storm could push thousands of gallons downhill. My dam isn't a decoration, it's protection." But the HOA board wasn't listening. To them, the issue wasn't safety, it was control. "You have 14 days to remove it," the president said. "That dam is illegal. If you don't take it down, we will." Aaron's voice trembled, but not with fear. With frustration. "You're making a mistake. A dangerous one." But no one cared. 2 weeks later. While Aaron was at work, the HOA sent contractors to tear the dam down. They left behind a flat strip of mud where the barrier once stood, exposing Aaron's home like an open wound. He stood in his backyard that night, staring at the empty space, feeling helpless. Then, 3 days later, everything changed. The sky turned black by noon. Lightning cracked across the clouds. Rain hammered the rooftops harder than anyone in Brookridge had ever seen. Within minutes, gutters overflowed. Within an hour, the creek 2 streets over spilled its banks. And behind Aaron's house, exactly as he warned, water began to gather. Except this time, there was nothing to stop it. It rose fast. Too fast. The small trickle became a wide sheet of rushing water, picking up speed as it rolled down the slope. It poured through yards, swallowed fences, and slammed against the backs of homes, including those belonging to the very HOA members who demanded the dam be removed. People screamed as water burst through ground floor windows. Power lines sparked. Cars floated. And in the middle of it all, Aaron watched from his porch, helpless, as the neighborhood drowned in the flood he had warned them about. By midnight, emergency crews had evacuated dozens of families. Homes were destroyed. Thousands of dollars in property damage soaked through carpets and furniture. The next morning, as the sun rose over the wreckage, the HOA board stood in silence in Aaron's backyard, staring at the spot where the dam used to be. No one spoke. Finally, the board president whispered, "You were right." Aaron didn't reply. There was nothing left to say. The damage was done, not by the storm, but by the arrogance of the people who refused to listen. The lesson we got from this incident is, sometimes disasters don't come from nature.